box.
Hearts are safe for sure.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
It's about high time I milk this content too. It's been, what, like 3 days since Baizhu's release? I haven't made any more edits to Baizhu. He's still the same exact statistics as the last time you all saw him. I think. Level 60. Still doing magical stuff with Chanshen, you know, still this amount, and the weapon is still this, and the talents. So, yeah, how about let's bring Baizhu out this time. What? We bring him out, and then we do the story quest with him. Because, you know, this is his story, so let's do this. Makes sense, right? Anyway, let's go. Oh, hi, Chi-Chi. Are you?
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
He's homeless and parentless. I don't think he is.
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on? Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
He gets lost.
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
Yep, there you go.
In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
Dead.
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back.
No, right.
Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
He must mean Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millelith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked the Millelith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I could ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Yeah, except for one particular person. Ethernosis.
Changshen can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog. Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Chi-Chi.
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Yes, he is.
Uncle Baizhu.
Sheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
Yeah. Also his hair, but that look on his face as he kneeled down, that was so funny. Also his hair.
I see. And your family lives near Qingse village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
Yes, he does.
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
Let's go. You can count on us.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
Feels so nice having the 5-star with you while you're out and about. I don't think I've ever heard this music theme from Leo before. Never mind, I have. I just never heard the beginning. Probably didn't pay attention. Hi. I saw your names flash for a second. Kylie and Kaishu.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Kinda.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Hello?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take that area.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
What a nice kid. And I haven't been in Luhua Pool for quite some time. You get there, bud?
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Oi!
There's somebody over there!
Oi!
Oh no, Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
My face. Where are you going? Oh, I do not see the...
Watch where you're going!
Wait. Wait.
Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you alright?
Oh my god, classic Hu Tao. Oh god. It's our favorite funeral parlor. Also, her hair is floating.
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hu Tao! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
Oh.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Hu, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
You're... Ayu? Who am I?
Your name is Jiao Liang, and you live just west of Qingse village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait, why do I need to see the doctor?
Is it not obvious?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time. Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you? Huh? Why not? What's the problem? Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Huh?
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
There are traces of god remains in Jia Liang's system.
Huh?
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable. I'm sorry, what?
There's...
God remains?
How in the world did they get in him?
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
This boy's just standing there just like...
Really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Don't forget that we're here too.
Okay, deal. We're not going to solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the travelers, of course. You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
And he's excited. Wow. Hi, Hu Tao. What are you doing out there? That's my question. Why did you just decide to go out there? Did you just so happen on the...
Blockages within the cardiovascular system. Reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grim prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Who, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
We'll be heading out now, too.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chang.
Bye for now, everyone.
And what? Is this kid just gonna leave on its own?
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
What is he gonna do? Well, obviously heal, but like, what is he gonna do? Like, why does he need to be ready?
All's well that ends well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like? Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Yo, Hutao. Okay, sure. Sure.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
I don't know why, but her mood right now is making me laugh.
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baiju's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Oh, that vaguely rings a bell. I mean, that doesn't vaguely ring a bell.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baiju's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baiju's master?
According to my grandpa, He and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
They became polar opposites.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
Well, just think about it.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng funeral parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
Huh.
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Huh. Great.
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers.
Oh, wow.
Hey, let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jia Liang is doing.
Yeah. And also, aren't these two still arguing about medicine for 2 years?
Dad!
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, Ayu, I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Baizhu looks a little worse for wear. Something's wrong.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Qiangsheng and myself for a moment.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
Ah!
It's me.
Why did you follow us here?
I thought you were looking a little unwell.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Life force?
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Qiangsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Qiangsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Qiangsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Qiangsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baizhu's strange choice of a necklace. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Looking even worse now than before. Are you sure you're okay?
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Qiangsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body. And soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Oh, Baizhu, let us help you. Wow. Wow, Qiangsheng really just called him a baka.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Yo, bro, Doc, do you know where his address is?
Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Qiqi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jia Liang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple, Jiang Li.
Huh? She's your disciple? Oh, hi, Qiqi.
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right? Right?
I'm pretty sure you're talking about Hu Tao. Okay, well, you're here now. Alright, let's go to... Oh my god, you guys live in a very, very secluded spot right next to the world border. Paimon's about to tell you to explore the area ahead of you later. Wow, the instant I press shift, he starts coughing. Huh.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh wait, that healed Fischl. I guess not everyone in this party was at full health, huh? Oh, no matter. This is what Baiju's for.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang Li? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together
Never mind.
under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Wait, Changsheng, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jia Liang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel? What happened?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jia Liang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
What the... Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Alright. Oh! Impossible. imposter. Alright. Several faint marks can be seen on the pillar. Maybe it was used to record Ayu's height as he grew up. There's some fear of riding it. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner it can leave. Judging by the number of marks on the pillar, the family has led a secluded existence here for many, many years. Ha! The sooner he grows up, the sooner they can leave. The firewood is neatly stacked, and the logs were cut with great power. And some logs at the bottom of the pile have begun to rot. It must have been a while since any new wood was added to the pile. Damn. Diary with childish handwriting. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix them in no time. The dinner table was a bit wobbly today when we sat down to eat. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. Dad's forgetting things again. I'm going to write it all down for now and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
I have come.
What is this?
Whoa.
Chung Sheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
God remains.
You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using God remains. Is it breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
Well, God's breathed, so it might be breathing.
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Alive?
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances.
Huh?
If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads.
Then where's the mother?
Offshoots, essentially.
Then where's the mother?
Offshoots? So, the main body is somewhere else?
Yeah, so where's the mother?
Correct.
We need to kill
Whoever
another
is
parent.
administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition.
Oh,
Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
Oh.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading.
He was going back toward Qingse village.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient. The mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang? Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house. You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
So, his fellow disciple.
So you're saying... it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
Probably only her.
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jialiang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
Do you know a method to neutralize the poison?
Yes. According to the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother lode is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jialiang's system without the need for any further treatment.
Wow.
Do you know anything about god remains in Qingse village?
I only heard the rumors.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
Oi, John Lee.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Whoa, what? Enter a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon. Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Oh, Paimon's interested.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
Strange, Baizhu has a weak constitution. And did his master pass away at an early age?
Ugh, Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck! This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
Alright, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
Cloud Retainer.
With how antisocial they are? If it were up
Wait.
to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
Ganyu or oh wait, Xiao's a Yaksha. Ganyu.
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, Traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Ganyu, Shenhe, Cloud Retainer, or Xiao. Those are the likely candidates. Are you fucking kidding me? Xiao, are you there?
You called?
He appeared instantly!
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Baizhu of Bubu Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before.
Wait.
The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly,
Oh!
I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
That Xiao teaser before 3.4. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Let me explain. Actually, I want to ask you about the dead gods.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains.
Wait.
Qingce village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
Why if we bring this bottle around Qingce village and see if it synergizes with the dead god? you know?
I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
I will. Thank you, Joe.
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
And he's gone.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them.
That's Joe for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master, there's a problem.
Gwei? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
I think he did.
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoliang.
Oh, great.
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Grab that bottle while you're at it. Wow. Well, you see, I have a very nice way to get us all there. It's called teleport waypoints. Are you guys ready for operation? I think you are. Let's go. Like you would just have to run all the way here if like in actuality. But we just teleport. Do the characters know about the teleport waypoints that are just scattered like everywhere? I know they know about the Statue of the Sevens, but what about the teleport waypoints? Do they know how to use them?
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gwei left, he was still conscious. But now...
Gwei, please take Jiaoliang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he? Is there really no other way to save Jiaoliang?
Wow, okay. I guess time will just flow like this. Look at this. Oh.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu?
Oh,
I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiangli once we find her. Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jiaoliang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany IU to the Adventures Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Liang again. Do you think he...
Let's go check up on him. Yup.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
We immediately start sprinting. We immediately went. Where is he? Is he like outside or something?
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
Dude, the music in this
There was
place
no
is awesome.
time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiangli's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
Huh.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
Ah.
All right.
Okay, Genshin froze.